Welcome back to the Morning Blend. For only the second time in 10 years, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates. The announcement came last week that rates could go up 1/4 percentage point. Now, why should you care? Well, here to tell why you should care is Abe Ashton of Ashton Strobelt, one of Southern Nevada's retirement brothers. He joins us every week on The Blend to help educate us on matters of finance and retirement.
I've never been so outdressed before. I've been here so often, and I'm normally kicking it pretty,
Those
pretty
socks
good.
are pretty legit.
I mean, they're all right, but they're looking small compared to what you got going on.
I kind of want those socks on this outfit.
I'll have that suit within a week.
We'll do a little swap.
I'm
Yeah, we'll
working on
talk.
it.
I'll have my people call your people.
Right on, let's do it. So interest rates.
Yeah, you're flying solo here today.
We don't need knickers.
Yeah.
No,
you're all about interest rate. Yeah, it was big news, of course, with the Fed raising things. How does that affect? Obviously, there's a ripple effect, right? How does that affect, the banks lending money from the Fed and then consumers lending
We
money?
as individuals, we look at that. We hear about interest rates going up, and we think, okay, mortgages are going up and bank account interest rates are going up. But we forget why the Fed raises rates in the first place. What is the whole idea behind interest rates going up and down?
Yep.
And it's important for us to remember that it's all about supply and demand. When the government feels, or when the Federal Reserve feels like there's an oversupply of money, that can cause inflation. If people have too much money, it means they're spending it on things, which means that the sellers of goods can increase the cost, right? Because there's an overabundance of money. The way they slow down that abundance of funds is to raise the cost to get to that money. And so by raising the interest rates, the Fed is telling banks it's more expensive for you to get to the money.
Right.
All right? It's telling us if we want to borrow money, it's more expensive. If we want to borrow a house, and that slows down how much people are spending, and therefore is attempting to hold inflation at bay.
Right.
So that's why the Fed raises interest rates. And so there is an ancillary benefit and consequence to the stock market. In stocks, of course, if you and I are spending less, if we're going to buy our iPhone 7 next month instead of this month, or next year instead of this year, all of a sudden those consumer goods they're not selling quite as quickly, because people can't get access to the funds.
Dispensable income, and people are being
so that may make Apple stock go down a little bit, but right now we're calling it the Trump bump.
Yeah,
stocks are
because based on what you said, you would say that people might be freaking out and not spending as much, but the Dow's been rising.
It's been even after the interest rate hike, and it's because consumer confidence has never been as high as it is right now for some reason. So whether you like the election turnout or not, that doesn't matter right now. What we're seeing as far as the results, as far as the economy are concerned, CEO confidence is almost at an all-time high right now. Consumer confidence is extremely high right now, which leads us, all the arrows are pointing right now towards a great 2017. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's great news for the economy. It's great news for investors. And when interest rates go up a little bit, there's a lot of people coming into our office who are saying, hey, now I want to look back at some of those more conservative financial vehicles. Can I get more interest now? Is a CD going to pay more? Is an annuity going to pay more? Is the money market account going to pay more? And the answer to those questions are all yes. We need to talk about how you can grow those funds for those, especially those people who want to have a little more conservative approach. It's good news for them.
Right. Okay. You mentioned the Trump bump. So is that what people are saying? Less corporate taxes and.
Yeah, it's a lot about taxes. The corporations are supposed to have less taxes under a Trump presidency, and then people just want to invest more into their business. It means that hopefully employees will have more money. So across the board, we're seeing these benefits of this election.
See if it will continue.
Yeah, and a lot of people just hate that. They hate this idea that things are going so well. They were thinking it was just going to fall off a cliff, but who knows? If I had a crystal ball, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
Sure. Well, so you are the retirement brothers, right? So how does this affect people who are nearing retirement or thinking about retirement?
Yeah, it's great news for them, because it means as they're going into retirement, they're going to be able to earn more interest on their savings. It's been awful. For the last decade, people haven't been able to earn a healthy, conservative fixed return because interest rates have been so low. You mentioned it. This is the second time in 10 years that interest rates have been raised. Now they have a chance to earn some interest, and that's why we like our viewers to call in and come in and meet with us so we can show them now, hey, there's great news. There's even better products available today than there was just a couple weeks ago as far as safely growing your money.
Yeah, talk about that process that you and Nick would take someone through.
Yeah, we have, every time we do a show, we have people calling in, and we love our viewers calling in and talking to us. They come in for a complimentary consultation. We sit down with them, and we go over their entire portfolio, their entire investments, their accounts, their retirement plan, and we sit down and we say, here's where you can make some positive changes. Here's some things that you're already doing great. Leave it alone. But here are some suggestions for where you may see a little better income, a little better growth, a little less risk, and those are the types of things we talk with the viewers of the Morning Blend every single week, so it's fun to do.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate you taking me somewhat seriously in this suit.
I'm taking
might
you
have
very
been
seriously.
Are you
so
here for the
seriously,
holidays?
I'll have one. So yep, here for the holidays and working through the holidays. A lot of people coming in for their year-end reviews. So it's an important time to talk with our clients.
All right. Well, hey, Abe, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeff.
Have a great holiday. If you call the number on your screen right now and you qualify, Abe will do a complimentary consultation with you. This offer is recommended for those who are nearing retirement or already retired and who have at least $250,000 in retirement savings. The number to call, 702-900-8177. You can also learn more about Ashton Strobelt by visiting their website, ashtonstrobelt.com. JJ, over to you.